Booker gets it from the right elbow, pulls up, got it!
Probably the triple-double is an assist, and that's, my teammates making them pay.
Picked off by Bridges. Booker, Bridges, alley-oop. Pass.
Keyshawn, J. Will Zubin, presented by Progressive Insurance. Alan Hahn in for Zubin. All guests join us on the Goodyear Hotline. Magic Johnson in with us here in the studio. And Key has just been telling Magic about how he could just easily get 5 points in an NBA game.
I got 6 fouls.
You got to draw. Wait,
what does that have to do with getting points, Key?
Because if I go to the cup, at some point they're going to foul me. I'm getting and one. And I'm confident about my free throw ability.
But wait, never mind that.
But what does that do with you getting 6 fouls?
Because I'm going to go to the cup and somebody's going to touch me and the ref going to go, that's Keyshawn, foul. I would be able to get the treatment.
You would get star treatment?
Absolutely, 100%.
Jay.
I love that.
Right?
I love that.
100%. See Magic all the time. This is what I can't.
I'm going to get that foul, Jay. Foul, number 32, push
Magic,
it in the back.
I know Key had to wear a helmet, but his facial expressions on the court would just be, that would be like a sports documentary, right?
Hey,
like,
man. Hey, Jay, I understand Ben Simmons is struggling and stuff like that, but it's all about that confidence, man. And mental and that confidence. Think about this, though. What if the Sixers kept Jimmy Butler instead and got rid of Ben Simmons? Where would they be?
Well, it's two things that they probably looking at it now and saying, man, and that's keeping Jimmy, but also not trading for James
Harden, and that was Ben Simmons is what reportedly the Rockets wanted.
That's right. They wanted Ben. They didn't want to probably throw him into the deal and see. Ben, it's time for a change.
Yeah.
It's time for a change because he can't recover from this. The locker room won't recover from it. And so when they went to the Hacker Shack, basically, the Hacker Simmons, that just killed him. So that's him first. Let's get down to the real nitty-gritty of this, the whole thing. They gave away Game 5. See, first of all, you got to close that game out. We wouldn't be talking about Ben Simmons. All summer long, they're going to point back to Game 5.
Series should be over.
It should have been over. They gave that game away, being up 20-something points, 15 or 16 going into the fourth quarter, and that killed them right there. I told everybody the series is over because now you can't recover. You gave Atlanta the confidence. See, when you get playing against a young team like the Hawks, you got to squash them when you can. You got to beat them when you can. When you let them get life, that was it. That game, that was it. That was the game that really hurt them. And then you get to the game 5, and they started down to end fouling Simmons. That just took him right out. Look at Game 6. He act like he wasn't into Game 6. Game 7, they carried over to Game 7. And so he has to now, I think, get with somebody in the summer to get his confidence back up. He has to get back into the gym.
But he needs to be somewhere else, you're saying?
Yeah, he's got to be somewhere else. So
it's over.
Because the locker room is over with. Yeah, people aren't going to trust him.
Locker room and the fans.
Yeah.
But man,
it's over.
Can I ask you this?
It's over. You can't recover from this. So
you were always such a great teammate.
Go ahead, Jay.
Magic,
Go ahead,
right?
Jay.
I'm sorry. You were always such a great teammate. Like, I saw the way in critical moments how you would build players up around you because you knew that confidence was imperative, right? Like, so then I'm watching the end of the game, and I get it. Everybody's frustrated. But Joel Embiid says, I don't know how to say it, but I thought the turning point was when he had an open shot. We had an open shot. We missed, and we made one free throw. Like, it almost feels like where's the, hey, we didn't do it. We didn't do it. It feels like a lot of the shift then goes even internally on Ben Simmons. And I get it. He could have shot the ball. But, like, I don't like the fact that it all goes on Ben Simmons when they could have closed out Game 5 and Game 6.
Well, that's why I said first we got to look at Game 5, right, Jay? And then you already know Philadelphia love the Sixers, man. The fans, you know, right now on talk radio who they're pointing at, and so, and Jay, you and I know playing the point guard position, brother, that we have to be the leaders, right? We have to step up. And so he's a soft leader in terms of soft spoken, and if you don't deliver during crunch time, Jay, the finger's gonna get pointed. It's like playing the quarterback position in the NFL. If the team lose, they're gonna point at the quarterback, right? So they're gonna point the fingers at Ben Simmons. So to me, Jay, I said from the very beginning, losing Game 5. If they would have won Game 5, that probably would have gave him the confidence that he needed. But give Coach McMillan a lot of credit, and I'm so happy. First of all, let me go to this because I couldn't wait to get on the show. They should fire the president and the GM at the Indiana Pacers. See, they pointed the finger at Rick McMillan that it was his fault that they didn't get out the first round. They hired this dude. The dude fired him in 1 year. In 1 year,
and the team imploded.
Yes. So whose fault is it now? The owner got to look up and say, "Man, you know what? I think you two are the two guys that are the problem." And I'm so happy that Nate is advancing. He showed everybody he could coach because everybody wouldn't have thought about, let me just foul Ben Simmons all the time in the fourth quarter, send him to the line. And once he missed those first couple, he just kept fouling him, and he had no confidence. So, again, Jay, I think you're right. It's not all Ben Simmons. And also, too, Danny Green hurt that situation too, Jay. If Danny Green was playing, I think he would have helped Ben a lot, right? But when Danny Green got hurt, he didn't have that veteran sitting there lifting him up, giving him the confidence. Byron Scott, I remember when we played the Celtics, and a couple games he wasn't hitting his shot, right? But we needed Byron to win.
Yeah.
So, man, I would cuddle Byron, man. Come on, man. You're going to have a good game in Boston Garden. We need you.
Pumping his tires.
So I was pumping him up. Man, he came out and scored, 27 points that game. We ended up winning in Boston Garden.
So he needed a good corner man. He didn't have one. He didn't have his guy. Like he didn't have somebody in his ear on this team. And maybe the fresh start is the best thing for him. And we'll see.
Lakers.
What a big trade that would be. Oh, well, we can talk about the Lakers coming up next because we do have Magic Johnson here in studio for a little bit longer. And the question we'll ask him coming up next is, can the Lakers win another title with LeBron? That's next. But what we didn't know was we were going to have him a lot longer because Magic, well, you know what? If you're on time, you're late. Magic early. And because of it, he said, let me come in and talk to the guys now. So welcome. Thanks for joining us.
Keyshawn told me be in the car at 7:45. I'm an on-time cat. So, I jumped in the car at 7:35. So
I don't think he has to take his leave from me at all.
Well, no, you did tell me. I do want to reveal that he did tell me, though, that you were a very good tenant at one time. He was a landlord for you?
That's right. He owned the building, so I had my Starbucks in his building. Yeah. And Keyshawn, the brother, we go way back. And I watched him at SC. He came to the Laker games, watched me at the Forum. We hung out. We ran the city at the